I lied. Y'all remember what I said last time? Unreal Engine 5. Yeah, I changed my mind. Instead, I learned UNITY. I chose Unity because of this guy in the comments on my last video, and after a week and a half of using Unity, I think it's pretty easy to learn.
That's too easy!
One major difference moving from Roblox Studio to Unity is that you don't automatically start with a character and a base plate. You have to make most of it from scratch, which sounded intimidating at first. However, it feels like there are less limitations with Unity because you have more control over how your game feels and looks. Over the course of a week, I tried making 3 games, and here's my progress so far. First thing I did, of course, was open YouTube and search up a tutorial. I clicked on the first video by Game Maker's Toolkit to make a Flappy Bird game.
Hi, my name's Mark. For years I've wanted to make my very own.
So I made some sprites which do not resemble Angry Birds. And after finishing the sprites, I imported them into Unity, which is very simple. I basically created an invisible object, put a show image component on it, and then dropped my picture into that component. Then I gave it a rigid body component, giving it gravity, added an input that lets you jump, and made pipes spawn in and damage you.
Game 1 finished.
Now all that's left is to play the game. It can't be that bad, right? But wait, what about a 3D game? So I opened YouTube and searched up how to make a 3D game in Unity, clicked on a random tutorial, and got straight to work. From this tutorial, I learned how to use the terrain editor in Unity. I messed with that for a little bit, then I learned how to create animations. I didn't really like how the tutorial explained the programming though, so I kinda glossed over it and then ended with a half-baked result. I was kinda lost on what to do at this point, but then I came across this dude called CodeMonkey. I heard good things about him, so I looked into his channel and tried following his 10-hour tutorial to make a game like Overcooked. So, I got straight to work. With this tutorial, you have to create a player controller from scratch, which I learned a lot from. He also provided free models to use, but I decided to make my own player model instead. I opened Blender and deleted the default cube.
Wait!
Then I created a cube and started modeling. I gave the player a nice mouth and gave the model some color. I exported the model and imported it into Unity.
Wow!
I put the model into the player controller, added some animations, and also made it collide with other objects. Finally, I followed the tutorial to make a food object system where you can spawn and place food everywhere. At this point, I was about 4 hours into this 10-hour tutorial, and I started to get bored. So, I decided to try and apply the knowledge that I've learned so far. I asked Gemini to generate some game ideas and chose the escape room concept. But that's for the next video. Anyway, the most important lesson I've learned so far is that visuals should be a low priority at the start. It is way better to build a working prototype with placeholder assets rather than waste time making art right away. I also realized how vital it is to refactor your code. This makes your code more reusable and also ensures the project can actually scale as the game grows. If you guys have any cool puzzle ideas for this escape room game, feel free to put them in the comments. Also, if you enjoyed the video, don't forget to like and subscribe. Thank you for watching.